And he said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. He said, I'm not going to tell you that, Denzel. He says, but I can tell you this. The first 2 or 3 or 4 films you do in this business will dictate how you're perceived.
I've heard everything. And what I hear keeps changing. Because they used to say it didn't sell over here. Then it does.
Everybody being the greatest and rising to meet the rising of their own life.
Denzel Washington, who has been the embodiment of strength and courage for the Black community, has allegedly decided to stand up against Oprah after multiple actors are pointing fingers at her unfair treatment. Denzel, as we know him, is actually a pretty cool-headed person, but recent reports have suggested that he tore into Oprah with full force after the allegations came out. The man on fire has grasped all the attention after his supposed tough talks came to light. Let's jump right into his mess, cause it's not every day you see Denzel riled up. Denzel has always stood up and encouraged his community to give their best whenever he had the opportunity to do so. But it looks like Denzel is also getting to the ends of his wits, as he has been patient with elitists trying to undermine Black talent for years. Just recently, Taraji Henson exposed one of the leading members of this elitist society, Oprah Winfrey. In an interview with SAG-AFTRA Foundation, Taraji revealed that she was offered an insulting amount of salary when she was first offered the show. Now, it is interesting to note that Oprah was on board with lowballing Taraji, as she was one of the producers, but she did nothing.
Because I'm the fight, as a Black woman, we do it with so much grace and get paid half the price of what we're worth.
It's been pretty evident that the Black people have been humiliated in the mainstream media, and over time, their overall image has denatured. It is the exact opposite of what Denzel has been trying to portray his whole life. Remember when the Oscars were in a tight spot for not having a diversity in their nominations? This is how Denzel encouraged his community to no-stop pursuing their dreams, even though the waves were against them.
I don't have to think about it. I've lived it. I've been the guy at the Oscars without my name being called. I've been the guy at the Oscars when my name is called. I've been the guy at the Oscars when everybody thought they was going to call my name and they did.
During her interview with Gayle King, who is rumored to be one of the people close to the status quo, Taraji explained that she was tired of working hard day and night, yet the paycheck did not reflect even a fraction of what she put in. Tearfully, she revealed that she has to work on multiple projects with no breaks because she can't afford to take a long rest, as she has a family to feed and paychecks aren't big enough to cover all the bills. While sitting with her co-star Danielle Brooks and the film's director Blitz Bazawuli, she explained that even if an actor is paid $10 million, the hefty number is quickly diminished. I'm only human. It seems every time I do something and break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did. And I'm tired. I'm tired. It wears on you. It is unfortunate that actors are only given excuses whenever they try to negotiate the bare minimum salary, as they're told that their content is not watched worldwide. It is rich coming from elites who are responsible for the national advertisement of their content, but they exempt themselves from the responsibility, pinning the blame on the actors like Taraji, who has several accolades to their name, 20 plus years in the game. And I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, but when it's time to go to bat for us, they don't have enough money. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it. Enough is enough. That's why I have other things, because this industry, if you let it, will steal your soul. I refuse to let that happen. Now, Taraji's predicament has highlighted that Oprah has been rumored to be the it person for years, and was right there beside Taraji on Color Purple, but she didn't bother to lift a finger to help a Black girl in need. It's disheartening to see that constant unfair treatment is slowly chipping away at Taraji's soul, and she confided in Gayle that she is considering leaving the entertainment industry because the industry is not appreciative of her talents. It might be possible that some of you might be blaming Taraji for pointing fingers at the injustice just to drag Oprah's name in mud, as these types of antics are not rare in the industry. Well, rest assured, as Fantasia Barrino also seemingly backed Taraji's claims and even went a step further to reveal that they were devoid of basic necessities when they were working together on the latest project. How sad is that? Fantasia said, I remember when we first came in and we were doing rehearsal, and they put us all in the same space and we didn't have our own dressing rooms at the time. Henson has repeatedly said that she almost walked away from the role during contract negotiations. I haven't had a raise since the 2018 film Proud Mary, and I still didn't get a raise. They don't care. They're always looking for a deal and trying to pay you the least amount. This burst has led people to realize that this is not the first time black celebrities have raised their voices against Hollywood. A case in point is Viola Davis. She said that even though she has a string of accolades in her resume, she is still not paid the same salary as some of her fellow white actors.
They all came out of Yale. They came out of Juilliard. They came out of NYU. They had the same path as me, and yet I am nowhere near them, not as far as money.
Since the pot has boiled over, Monique's name has entered the discussion. We know that Oprah and Mon are basically nemesises, but her allegations a few years ago are strikingly similar to that of Taraji, and this has left the fans agape. Now, in her explosive appearance in Club Shay Shay interview, she claimed that Taraji has exposed the pay disparity predicament more effectively than her. Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago in my trailer, when I was doing the Monique show. You gotta keep on getting it until your turn comes. Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes. We gotta ask for it right now. It was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You're a big, fat, black woman. How dare you be the one? Not only that, she revealed that all the big black celebs that allegedly did her wrong were ultimately the heroes of the black community as a whole, and put her in a negative light. She alluded that now that she has seen Taraji on the platform speaking out, she revealed that she was glad to do it her way, because Taraji is in far more pain than anyone could imagine. That's not what we do. We say they, we say the people, we say the studio, we say the producers. How dare you say our heroes' names? These are our heroes. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it. And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji P. Henson sit on that platform. Monique explained that she was truly heartbroken for her sister, as things were a lot more severe for her. Precious also did not hold back while reflecting on her years-long beef with Oprah Winfrey. The Parker's alum opened up about the agonizing experience of finding out the former talk show host had withheld information from her in order to exploit her trauma for ratings. Back in 2010, Winfrey aired an interview on The Oprah Winfrey Show with Monique's estranged family. The conversation centered on how her brother, Gerald Imes, had treated her inappropriately as a child. Although Mon gave her blessings, Oprah invited all of her estranged family, which was the move to capitalize on Mon's recent Oscar shine and tragic backstory. According to Monique, she explained, "We never talked about my mother being there. Imagine you see your family on a show and they're talking about someone who violated you, and that woman didn't tell you that they were going to be there. How would you feel?" After experiencing a whirlwind of explanations of Oprah and why she avoided standing with Taraji in PR campaigns, the fans have come to realizations that Oprah had the means to make things easy, but she hoped she would get away like she always did. Y'all are so distracted. She was the head producer. Do you really think that she didn't know? She hoped that no one would say anything and just settle. Happy to be there and work with her. SMH. That's it for today. See you in the next one. Goodbye.